Hey everybody, my name is Austin Crumwoody. I'm an artist based out of the Dallas area. I recently did a photo project involving photo curtains, and I just wanted to share how I did that process. If you're interested in the project itself, the link's going to be in the description, so highly recommend you to check it out, but let's get straight into it. First off, a 4x6 window mat. Next, you want some binder clips with some wire on the top of them. Alright, next up you want some of these little jewelry hooks. They're pretty cheap, you can use paper clips too. You're going to need a roll of twine, scissors, a knife, wire cutters, and wire benders, and some tape for the photo later. Okay, starting off, we are going to cut holes into the window mat. I just used a knife and just went in circles from there. I tried to do about a 1/4 inch from the inside frame. Okay, and we're just going to repeat on the other side. Alright, perfect. And you can see that they are about no bigger than a pinhole. Okay, and so we're going to flip it to the back side, and with the eyelet facing the back, we're going to put the wire through, insert it through the back. Okay, and once that's through, you're just going to put your thumb down and bend it to be flush with the mat, and then on the other side, you are going to bend it flat with the mat as well, so it makes like a V shape. Perfect, and it doesn't have to be perfect right now because we're going to cut it later. And once you have one, just go ahead and do it on the other side. Alright. Perfect, got that one in. Alright, now that you have two, you can go ahead and set that aside for later. Okay, I also forgot to mention that you will need a small dowel. So once you cut that dowel to whatever size you feel fit, take the wire cutters and proceed to make little indentions, about a 1/4 inch from each end. This is so that wire can grip onto the wood. Perfect. Once you got one side, go ahead and just do the other. It's pretty easy. I just, with light pressure, just move the dowel in a circle. Alright, now that you have both sides, we are going to move to add the rod. So you're going to take this dowel, and with those wires that you poked through the mat earlier, you're just going to take one, and they're pretty malleable, so I just tend to bend, while holding the back of it, just bend the wire up and shape it, and don't care about that excess for right now because you're just going to snip that off later. Okay, now that you have one, it's time to put the binder clips with the wire on top of it, and you can use the same wire as the window mats if you want, or you can use paper clips or jewelry wire. So I personally just pick 3 of them out, and we're going to go ahead and slide those onto the dowel. Pretty easy peasy. Alright, and then when that is done, we're going to go ahead and repeat the process on the other side. and sometimes the other wire comes out. That's okay, just bend it back where you can. We're gonna make it safe and snug later on. Okay, so repeat the same step. Now that the binder clips are on, just hold the back and proceed to bend the wire to the shape of the dowel. Awesome. Okay, so now that you have that done, I'm going to go ahead and bend a little bit more and cut the excess. Okay. So with my wire cutters again, I'm just going to take a little bit off the top. I don't want it to be that much, I just want it to bend around to the back to where it can be hidden. Awesome. So once you got one side done, go ahead and do the other. Most of the process in here is rinse and repeat, but it's still pretty fun. So, okay, now that you have that done, doesn't look all that pretty right now, but it will be functional. So I just took the needle nose and just kind of bent the wire to shape a little bit more, just so it fits tight around the dowel. You can also use your fingernail if you want to start the bend, and then I just go in later with pliers. And I always cover my hand so these metal scraps don't go flying. Awesome. And after this step, you are pretty much almost done. All you need to do is add the twine and the fabric of your choosing, and you have yourself a picture window frame. And sometimes it just takes some bending of the wire to get the binder clips in the position that you want. Okay, finally we are going to take that piece of twine. And don't get too much, I probably got about 8 inches of it. And you're going to thread it through the right binder clip, the middle binder clip. Finally, on the left binder clip, you are just going to do an overhead knot. But make sure that you still have a little excess on that knot so you can have a handle to pull it back. Okay, you can see pretty simple. Now I just went over, go ahead and doing that overhead knot. And I left about a 2 to 3 inch tail just so we have that handle to pull it back. Awesome. And with this, you're going to cut the excess. Alright. So go ahead and cut that excess, and I'm going to go ahead and do another overhead knot just for aesthetic purposes. Perfect. With this knot complete, all you have to do is tape down your photo and add your fabric, and essentially you have a picture frame curtain. Okay, so overall it was a pretty easy build, and now you can go ahead and see that final presentation. Obviously it is on the ground, so gravity is not playing well, but I hope you enjoyed this video and stay tuned for more art content.